LKNCY made what looks like an all-time high of $40.99 yesterday, the 3rd of October 2025, ultimately closing with a gain of 3.57%. On its weekly, daily, and 4-hour charts, the underlying trend is strongly bullish. The stock just keeps on printing high prices. Here we can see a big decline. The whole all the stocks, the broader market equally declined around this period. That was when Trump was back and forth with the tariffs early April. And then this was what happened then as well. It got a bounce like a broader market. And the extrapolation of its 3-day moving average is saying that the expansion it started to print as of the 1st of October may contract going all the way towards Wednesday, the 8th of October. After that, from Thursday, the 9th, the uptrend is expected to resume again. And I think many will not doubt this. They won't doubt this extrapolation that it's going to resume the uptrend from the I mean anything at all. I think many will agree that it's likely to continue to print higher prices, even though we don't have I would say credible, reliable data to project what the probabilities are. But I think with what it has been doing, one would easily expect that higher prices will continue to print. Upper projections are saying currently 40.96, 42.47, 43.40, nothing to the downside. Yes, there were some projections to the downside as of Thursday, the 2nd. We had 35.11, 35.82, 36.96. Yeah, but now they were not reiterated yesterday, the 3rd of October. Before now, going all the way back to late April, yeah, late April. Yeah, we had up to $50. Let's see, late July, I think. Yeah, around late July. Yeah, late April. Let's see. We had up to late April. Was that? Let's see where we had it. Yeah, as of late June, it had projections of up to 48, 45.20, 48.78, 50.98. Price pressure momentum on its 10-day moving average, everything is robustly trending. However, the derivatives are all fractional, indicating that it is showing all of this strength, but short selling, profit taking is proving to be a resistance for the stock. It is climbing the charts, but with an immense amount of resistance. Let's see what the 4-hour chart we're seeing with regard to that. Yeah, you can see here the of course the figures are a lot more magnified on the 4-hour chart, in the sense because I mean the stock is always the chart is always active, post market session, pre market session, regular session. So it is always is a lot more amplified because it magnifies the end of the it's just a slightly microscopic end microscopic view of the daily chart. So you can easily imagine that the figures here will be amplified. Obviously, not the price. The price won't be magnified. The price will still be the same thing. You can see here they're all magnified. On the daily chart, these figures were fractional. Here, they're all robust figures. And we have here negative derivatives on the second, and the two second derivatives are all negative. And yes, just validating what we're saying, that yes, selling pressure is also here. They are selling it, and they're trying to reverse the trend. And unfortunately, is it unfortunate? Okay, fortunate or unfortunate? The extrapolation is saying that it's going to contract. The expansion has been on, going all the way towards Friday, the 10th of October. There might be an attempt to reverse the imminent contraction, but yeah, these are just extrapolations. There's no guarantee that they will happen. Projections are saying 40.89. There, okay, where it is right now as well, 41.50. Yeah, as of yesterday. And then a couple of days earlier on, we had this was as of the Monday the 29th. We had $41 42.52 for the 3.47. Let's see. Then as of the 13th of August, they had 42.35 for the 43.44. Yeah, so I think there's ample room to the upside. Even though, like I said earlier on, there isn't any reliable statics. There isn't enough data to project high prices. You can indeed conjure up any average you want to use to see whether you can extrapolate higher prices, but if it hasn't really printed it, it's hard to say it's reliable. So yeah, so it will be more reliable if those averages have been printed. As the chart moves up, as on a regular basis, averages are printed, due to the stocks movement. So it is with those averages that probabilities are used to determine. I mean, probabilities are used to. Yeah, I mean, there's those averages that are imputed into the equation to determine what the probabilities are. But since it hasn't printed, it's currently printing higher prices, currently printing all-time highs. So if you want to find out what the probability of it printing $45 is, it's a bit sketchy, very very sketchy. You are dealing with a lot of unknowns there. So that's what's going on, but there's also more.
Luckin Coffee is making waves as it finally broke past the long watched $40 level, sparking excitement across trading communities. This breakout has been seen as both a technical milestone and a psychological victory for investors who have tracked the stock's remarkable turnaround story since its delisting from Nasdaq in 2020. The catalyst behind the move is tied to expansion news, with Luckin continuing to aggressively grow its store count, now outpacing Starbucks in China, while also testing the waters in the US with new locations in Florida. Traders see this expansion as validation that the company is not just rebuilding credibility, but actively positioning itself for international competition. Sentiment is overwhelmingly bullish, with many speculating that the company's cleaner balance sheet, debt free status, and surging revenue growth could set the stage for a Nasdaq relisting, a development that would open the door to a broader pool of institutional investors. For longtime shareholders, breaking $40 represents both financial relief and a symbolic marker of how far the company has come since its accounting scandal. Technical traders are eyeing the breakout as a sign of momentum, pointing to strong volume as confirmation of renewed interest. Meanwhile, fundamentals focused investors highlight Luckin's digital first strategy, low cost product offerings, and brand appeal among younger Chinese consumers as reasons the growth story could have legs. Overall, the mood is optimistic and forward looking. Many in the community are not only celebrating Luckin's past redemption, but also debating whether it can become a true global rival to Starbucks, with the $40 breakout seen as just the beginning of a bigger growth narrative.